Do you ever wonder why some companies skyrocket and other companies crash and burn, even during the same stock market week? It's like the story in the Bible when one decision by a shepherd made him a king. Well, you could be a king when it comes to your finances because one pivot in your decision making can go a long way in picking a company that will get you to your financial destiny. See, we're going to talk about the three moves, the three companies that Wall Street didn't see coming. But you can take advantage of Wall Street's inefficiencies. Because the wealth transfer isn't coming, pause, but it's already happening. And it favors the educated and informed. So we're going to talk about the three stocks to take advantage of because what happened last week and how we can get a financial edge. Before we get started though, like, subscribe, and share to our channel. In real life, I'm a certified financial planner, specializing in reducing taxes and increasing our clients' net worth as a fiduciary CFP who actually launched his own fund on the stock market. I'm not just a talking head, but on those social media airwaves, we're just giving information. And past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but prayerfully the information we give you today will allow you to scale your finances. But click and follow and share. Y'all ready for this great information about the three stocks that could change your financial life? Lego.
And you just wanna get paid, tired of making the money mistakes, make a payment on your bills and you still late, yeah, paying for profits to help you seek change, and you just wanna get paid, yeah, tired of making the money mistakes, make a payment on your bills and you still late, paying for profits to help you seek change, yeah, cut the show and just listen, you wanna feel empowered by making money decisions.
I want you to ask yourself these three simple questions. Do you think your wealth is silently being drained? While it seems like billionaires are secretly doubling their investment in the stock market? If one stock can go down by 30% for the week, what's protecting your portfolio for the same fate? And how can we take advantage of that stock going down? And number three, what if this week's overlooked opportunity becomes your next wealth accelerator? If you answered yes, maybe, or no to one of these three questions, you're in the right place. And we're going to give you the three stocks, the good stock, the bad stock, and the opportunity of a week that just might change your financial future for the rest of your life. And the best stock of the week, something that we've talked about, someone who's got the bag because of his alliance with President Trump, and something that we think will continue to go up over time is Oracle, up by 8.1% this past week, beating the market 8x. So we see those commercials, but what exactly is Oracle? What do they do? And how is it that they 8x the stock market? Well, Oracle, they've been around for a long time. They was founded in 1977, and the headquarters are in Austin, Texas. And they're one of the world's largest software companies. They specialize in cloud computing, database, and enterprise software, especially for Fortune 500 companies and governments. So basically, who's paying them is the big old companies with all the money. And why did it jump, you ask? Well, Oracle earnings soared last week. They made 3 times as much as Wall Street predicted. Yes, all those smart people on Wall Street who has all those earnings calculators that lets everybody know what's a company going to make, they got it wrong. And they got it wrong so bad that Oracle stock jumped dramatically because of it. And revenue just wasn't up, but their growth, outstanding. And their cloud services grew faster than expected. And with the demand of AI, it's a long-term optimism that the stock has a lot more room to grow. And Wall Street loved it, giving them a buy, in the words of Kramer, because of their scaling potential as they partner with NVIDIA, Corey, and a lot of other cloud computing companies that we know. And also, they politically tiptoed in the building or in the White House because their CEO, Larry Ellison, is buddy with Trump, and they got a $5 billion contract when they took that trip to Saudi Arabia to kiss the ring. And they kissed that ring, bling, bling. But right now, the stock is growing because of it. For the year, they're up by 48%. $100,000 in Oracle made $48,000 this year compared to the stock market where you made $7,000. Woo! You 7x'd the stock market so far this year. Why? One of the largest holdings in our portfolios this year is Oracle. And they've been growing like crazy. The last 5 years, up by almost 400%. That is almost 70% a year, every year for the past 5 years. That, my friends, is scaling. But of course, it's not all just political. But it is all just political because they are on both sides of the fence when it comes to donating money or lobbying to those pesky politicians. They spend on average, estimated, but on average, $2 million a month to Republican Party, the Democratic Party, and for AI PACs. What's a PAC? A political action committee. So when Congress and the Senate passes a bill, they don't really care. They just want to make sure their pockets get fatter. They don't get primaried because politicians' number one goal is to be reelected. And since they're giving money to both parties, they're rubbing hands like Birdman for both individuals because they are in Silicon Valley, so they have all of that Democratic swag, but they're in the White House right now. So if you think that AI is here to stay, I do. If you think it's going to be more cloud computing companies, and if you think the biggest of the big companies will continue to use AI, Oracle, even though it is the stock of the week growth-wise, might be the stock of the next few years because they are positioned unlike any other tech software company because of AI, their political alliance on both sides of the aisle, and the historical rise they've had over the past 45 years of being in business. This is a company, my friends, that might continue to skyrocket and go up, up, and away. Talking about skyrocketing, sometimes when you launch that rocket, it goes tumbling down. And stock number 2, the loss of the week, is symbol ELV. You might know them as Elevance Health. They didn't elevate. They decelerated and fell, being down by 8.3% this past week. Oh, that hurts. That hurt bad, especially when the market was up. And the biggest reason why is because of the big, beautiful bill and health insurance not being in a good position because of rising Medicaid. Health insurance companies are going to see less premiums coming in. You see, one of the things the big, beautiful bill did is that it's going to, estimated by the CBO, Congressional Budget Office, kick at least 7 million people off of health insurance. One of the ways it's going to do that is through the Affordable Care Act. So right now, Obamacare, or the Affordable Care Act, allows individuals to subsidize their health insurance payments. Meaning, my health insurance is $800. I can pay $300. The government's going to come in and give you an extra $500 to make those payments. Now, if you don't meet certain stipulations, like working at least 20 hours a week or doing other things that is in the big, beautiful bill to continue to get that money paid to you, you're going to have a choice. With this extra $500 I need to pay my health insurance, will I keep my health insurance or put food on the table? Most Americans are going to say, to heck with health insurance, I'll let the emergency room figure it out. What does that mean for health care companies? Less premiums, less individuals paying for health insurance. That means profits go down. And we go to the emergency room because we're sick. It's a big old bill that comes back to the health insurance. And that means health insurance premiums then go up. And they're making less money, so the profits go down more. It's a cycle. So even though the big, beautiful bill did a lot of good things, it made all of our health insurance over time go up more. And because Elevance is one of the largest providers of health insurance, their stock went crashing down. Now, they've seen this before. I mean, they were formerly Blue Cross Blue Shield of Indiana, and they've been around since 1944. So they've seen ups and downs of the market, and their stock has been up and down at the same time. But being one of the largest health insurance companies in America, providing Medicare, Medicaid, employer plans. They used to be Anthem. Remember Blue Cross and Blue Shield Anthem? That's them. So they've been there, done that. But we are now cautious. And as investors, we look into things like tech as a better growth opportunity than healthcare. But my friends, even though this dropped by 8.3%, it also is an investment opportunity. Because when stuff happens in Wall Street, they say, buy the rumor, sell the news. And the news happened, and people sold, and now it's down. But being down by 8.3% means if this stock just gets back to where it was, that is a 16% gain for you. If it takes 1 year, would you be upset about getting a 16% return? Of course not. Now, they've been going down for a while, though. The past year, since January, they're down by 24%. And since July of last year, they're down by 44%. So that stock trend is ugly, super ugly. In the past 5 years, they're just up by 14%. If you invested your money in this compared to Oracle, where Oracle is up by 350% over 5 years, this up by 14, you're mad. So this poses a question. Is this a buying opportunity because it's beat up so much and the news is now happened and the stock got sold? Or is this something that we want to short because it's going to continue to go down? No one knows but God the future. But the loss of the week, Elevance, may be an opportunity for a swing trade in the near future as better news comes out about the bill that we don't know about. But talk about the bill and talking about politics, we have the opportunity of the week, which is Square, up 11.8%. It's this person who calls himself the greatest investor of all time. He has a pretty good track record. He called Square Block the JP Morgan of our lifetime. That was a curse because it's been down by over 65% over the past 4 years. Oh, that hurts. But they made a huge play into cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and Ethereum. And because of the Clarity Act being passed along with the two other crypto legislations and the things they put into place 4 years ago, for this day, their stock has grown dramatically because of it. And it might be an opportunity for you to take advantage of. Block or Square. Their CEO is the former owner of Twitter, or now X, Jack Dorsey, a Bitcoin maximus. It doesn't get any more Bitcoin maximum than Jack Dorsey. Even Michael Saylor would probably say Jack Dorsey is a bigger Bitcoin maxi. And because Bitcoin's going up and they hold a lot of the reserve in Bitcoin, it has helped the stock dramatically this year. But who is Block? Block is a fintech company, again, Square. They also own Cash App. We all know Cash App. Everybody uses Cash App. They also are active in crypto and small business loans, and they're finding ways to use crypto as collateral for small business loans. When that happens, you guys, the stock, I think, is going to go up dramatically. But it is official. They are now added to the S&P 500. So you think about an S&P 500 index fund, all the mutual funds have them. All the big institutions have an index fund, and now they have to buy block. Since the S&P 500, you guys, it's going to continue to go up. This week being up 11% is nothing compared to the rebalancing. So what's going to happen in September when people have to rebalance their ETFs, their passive exchange traded funds? They're going to buy block. Block is a short-term, yes, and probably a long-term buy that's going to grow dramatically, in my humble opinion, a lot more than the stock market. Maybe, maybe not. Past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but them being added to the S&P 500 was amazing, and Wall Street thinks this stock can run another 25 to 40% this year. I repeat, Wall Street analysts think this stock can go up another 25 to 40% this year. If that's not an opportunity, I don't know what is. Now, they're only up by 1% this year, so they are underperforming the stock market, but because of them being added to the S&P 500, that's going to change. The last year by itself, since July of last year, they're up by 30%, beating the market, but because them being knocked over the head in 21 and 2022 for the past 5 years, my friend, they're only up by 6%. Worse than Elevate and a lot worse than Oracle. But as an investor, we want to buy high or buy low. This may be the opportunity of not just a week, may not just be the opportunity of the year. Square might be an investment opportunity of your lifetime because you're able to buy it literally at a 70% discount compared to what it was 3 years ago. Bitcoin. Their founder and CEO loves Bitcoin. They are trying to find a way for you to get a loan and collateralize your Bitcoin to do that. If these things happen, and we know Bitcoin's not going anywhere, if anything, it's going to get bigger and stronger as more banks, institutions, and governments buy it, my friend, Square might be the investment opportunity of a lifetime. But there you go, you guys. We got Oracle, Elevate, that went down, by the way, and also Square are 3 stocks of the week. Comment below. You think I'm crazy about Square or Oracle or Elevance? Do you think it's other stocks out there that's going to do better? And what opportunities did I miss from an investment standpoint? Would love to know, because we're here to help scale your business. And the more we know, the more we grow. Again, as a certified financial planner, past performance doesn't guarantee future results, but these are 3 opportunities that you want to look at. Comment below, like, share, subscribe to our channel. As always, love is love. Let's make some painful or painless profits together, y'all. Peace.